ads for Ryujin. You thinking about checking it out? See if it's worth
it. Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Hello there. Welcome to Ryujin Tower, the beating heart of Ryujin Industries. I'm Jupiter, the tower's secretary. Can I help you with something? Ah, yes. We have an information kiosk right here in the lobby. You'll find it just to my right. And don't forget to check out the Ryujin Industries store in the back of the lobby before you leave. No visit to Ryujin Tower is complete without a look at our patented neuroamp technology, after all. Welcome. Please make yourself at home in the lobby. Oh, neuroamps are our specialty. They're small, external devices used to improve overall brain function. Aito Suzuki runs the Ryujin store here in the lobby. He can tell you everything you'd like to know, and more, if you want to pay him a visit. Do you need help finding something? Almost 3 years. I can't believe it's been that long. My first day feels like yesterday. I'm a legacy, so to speak. Both my parents work here. My dad's the administrative assistant to some of the execs, and my mom works at Tranquility. My dad helped me get this job after I finished an administrative training program a few years ago. I like working close to my family. I do. It suits me. I like talking to people and watching the day-to-day in the lobby. Plus, working here is one of the steadiest jobs you can find in Neon. Have a nice day!
Apply today at the nearest kiosk. Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
Careful out there, buddy. Just looking out for you. Stay safe, buddy.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club. So come on in.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still cheaper than buying it at the Astra Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this stuff or not?
Fine, fine. I'll transfer the credits and you can leave it in the usual place. I really need to stop hanging out in Upside. Hey, get away from me.
You looking to get zoned? Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. Come on, give me a break. You're not exactly a top dog over there at the key, now are you? Sending me a rook to handle a job this risky is a goddamn insult. Are you serious? You're just gonna completely blow me off like that? I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and latches onto you like a damn leech. Benjamin Bayou, Neon's esteemed mayor, or administrator, or whatever the hell you want to call him. He's also the greediest bastard you'll ever meet. Got his fingers in everyone's business, and the muscle to back it up. The only reason I'm allowed to operate on Neon is because I pay well to keep my involvement off his radar. The last thing I need right now is an amateur like you getting me kicked off world. All right, I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne calls the room where all the power from the conduction grid is stored. Cute, right? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't build the damn thing. All I know is that the tech inside the place is valuable. Beneath your feet, genius. It's the lowest level of Neon. Generdyne and Xenofresh are down there, along with some of the finest cuisine in the city. I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. Well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. Yep, nepotism has its advantages. Word on the street is that the Generdyne gig is the only one Benjamin could get for his younger brother. He's not the brightest. Let's just say that information can be just as lucrative as selling Aurora and keep it at that, okay? But don't worry, I promised Delgado that when it came to the conduction grid data, that's his territory. I won't touch it. Oh no. Are you scared, little rabbit? Well, don't worry. I've got you covered. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place. You should be asking what won't you need it for. The facility is closed to the general public, and they keep all of their important files encrypted. Not to mention the fact that there's going to be all sorts of nasty security inside you're going to want to bypass. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate. Pretty laid-back club over in Ebside. Owner's name is Micah. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora Lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Said she modeled it after opium dens on old Earth. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course. The rumor says it's way less than he usually takes. No one knows why. Businesswoman, tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants. Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician, yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give them more on a salary. One of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon. Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up. Benjamin Bayou stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight. Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention, turning lightning into usable electricity. Neat trick, right? Only catch is that you need a planet like Voli where lightning strikes often enough to make it feasible. Guess how many of those exist? Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. So Generdyne has been in dire financial straits for years. You're not the only one. The only reason they haven't folded is because they charge exorbitant fees for power. I'm talking 2 or 3 times what it costs in New Atlantis. Okay, now, on to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all that delicious profit? Oh, sorry. That's a good one, Rook. No, it's not Generdyne's shareholders. It's good old Benny Bayou. That son of a bitch has a finger in every single pie in the sorry excuse for a city. Generdyne's no different. All off the books, of course. How the hell do you think Brayson Bayou got the job down there? It wasn't because of his good looks or smarts, I can promise you that. Don't let Komiko push you around. She isn't as tough as she seems.
like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
Pardon.
You didn't see anything. Catch my drift?
Got that right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Sure. So, being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Word is the Borealis, you know, DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Private sector. Now that's real.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago. See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power. Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here. I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division. My superiors seem to only be concerned about themselves. The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. None whatsoever. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do? It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the Research and Development Division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective. You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayou's killed people for doing less. What the hell was I even thinking? Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask. As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble, ask away. Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this. This isn't getting us anywhere. Look, I'd like to help, but I'd like to tell you. I really would. Maybe so. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is. She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down. I've only been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think. Sure, no problem. Genodyne was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Working from her facility in Neon, it took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running. That was Genodyne's first and last major success. The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system. When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed across the grid to prevent overload. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure all of the negative and positive strikes are equalized. At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which it's parceled out and used for power. That's an excellent question, and the answer for it is surprisingly simple. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development site. Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
I don't have time for this. Talk to my secretary if you need something.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Haven't met our CEO, Mr. Harada? Me either. He's never around.
You're making things harder for yourself! Neon Security, you're under arrest. Smart move. Now, come along with us. We'll take any contraband and stolen property, and you'll be free to go.
So you're telling me I have...
The Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
Mind leaving me alone? I have a ton of logistics to plan.
To the Hotel Bullseye. Your home away from home. Here on Neon.
Look at you. Beautiful. Unique.
Stay out of trouble. We'll help you. If the gangs can keep from killing each other, just might have a good day.
Are you gonna let me work, or are you gonna keep bothering me?
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Akadigbo. That guy's trouble for the status quo, if you know what I mean.
What? I'm working here.
I'll wait for you.
Here at Inham, we offer a full range of custom and live your best life. We'll be here
Quit staring.
products.
What?
Look at me. I haven't got a clue.
Personal treatment products, so you can take Reliant Medical with you wherever you go. Reliant Medical.
These tariffs and taxes are different.
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
You good? Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
So glad you stopped by today.
Can't believe this place is...
Welcome, welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face.
Aw, don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we can buy.
Yeah, sure. You want to waste your credits? You go right ahead.
The first time I laid eyes on this building, I felt the same way. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price. Certainly, my friend. Nothing would make me happier. It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna